All right, guys. Hi. Good evening. How was your day? Um, I was school. I was work. I was everything. Yeah. So welcome officially to Innovate Together. This event is brought to you by MLSA and Akash, and MLSA means Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. Yeah, MLSA FUNAB. It is titled Exploring Microsoft and Akash Opportunities. So on this call, like I said, this call is organized by MLSA and Akash. So on this call, we have two sections. The first is MLSA focused, while the second half is Akash focused. So for the sorry, I think I have people who wants to join. So let me quickly. All right. Okay, welcome. So for the first part, the MLSA campaign, we'll be talking about MLSA, introducing MLSA. We'll talk about the registration process. We'll also see milestones and benefits of being an MLSA. Alright, so let's dive into it. So MLSA, like I said, means Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. And what does that mean? Well, I get this question severally because I think the major reason why people get confused about the whole thing is probably because of this text on the on MLSA homepage. The text says welcome, sorry, become a student ambassador. Join our global community of students who are passionate about building AI-driven solutions with Microsoft technology, accelerate innovation, and grow the skills you need to have greater impact in the project and community that matters to you. So I think people get confused when they read through this and they feel like, oh, I don't have those skills. I do not do AI. I do not build AI solutions. I do not lead a community and all of those things. And they feel like, okay, maybe the program is not for me. But today, we'll talk more about what MLSA means. And again, this is MLSA's homepage. Later on, when I send the slide, you can interact with the links. So you can easily click on this link and get directed to and just get to the page. All right. So what is MLSA? Right. Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador is a program designed for students who are passionate about tech and want to empower others through education and mentorship. Yeah, I feel like I can go on talking about MLSA for a really long time, but the I want you to get the whole scope. The idea is MLS is a program for students. Yes, you have to be a student for you to get in. But the main focus is that you're interested in tech. Like you really do not have to be a professional yet in order to get in. So there's this opportunity to learn along the way. And in fact, one of the benefits of the program is that it gives you opportunity to learn. Yes, you get access to Microsoft learning resources that you can skill up along the way. So Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador is a program, is a global program or is a global community of passionate students who collaborate, learn, and lead in their local tech communities. And when I say local tech communities now, I'm talking about tech communities within your university. Like I said, you have to be a student in order to get in, regardless of the school, as long as it is a tertiary institution. So be it a college of education, be it a polytechnic, university, be it your master's, postgrad, any postgrad degree, you're still eligible to apply and get into the program. Yeah, so it empowers students to develop technical and leadership skill by engaging in AI driven projects, writing blogs, creating video tutorials, and organizing workshops. Yeah, there are several ways you can get involved in the program. So these are just few of those things, and like you probably know, Microsoft is one of is in the forefront of AI these days, and Microsoft is really interested in AI. So you get to leverage on Microsoft's AI tools and build projects, AI related projects within the program. So there's this quarterly project thing that is done within MLSA, that you have to build an AI related project for submission and all of that. But if you do not want to build AI solutions, that's not the problem. There are other ways to contribute. You could choose to write a blog, you could choose to create video tutorials, you could organize workshop, you could even host educational section like what we're having right now. So the options are limitless, kind of. Yeah, the program seeks individuals who are community influencers, tech enthusiasts, agents, and agent of change. Yeah, so there is this motto that be a force for good, that you want to be a force for good generally, because you want to try to drive change within your campus and even beyond. Yeah, but within your campus first and then beyond. So you have opportunity to grow both as a professional and personally, yes, because like I said, you have opportunity to leverage or skill up even within the program. And just to emphasize, you do not have to be um you do not have to be technical to get into the program. Yes, you do not have to be. If you choose to along the way, that's fine, but if you don't want to, that's not a requirement to get into the program. And of course, the community is a big community. It is a global community, with students leading it is a student leading platform for students to make positive impact and shape the future. So that's generally basically everything about MLSA. But just to summarize, is a global community of students, and you could contribute in several ways. Uh, Technically, you just have to get into the program and look for ways that seem convenient for you, or you feel like you can better, and you just choose those track and contribute to the program. So if you have any questions, you can just note them for now. I would take them after the session. So let's move to the registration process. How do I become a student ambassador? So things got changed. Initially, this was not the flow, but this is the new flow now. And well, I should say things got really different, but still possible and very achievable. So the very first thing you need to do is to go to the ambassador's website, and you register on the website. So after registering on the website, you join the Discord community. So on joining the Discord community, you go to the start here channel. You link your GitHub and some other, you assign role, then you get access to all channels within the server. Then in the server, you go to unlock channel and follow more steps to get role and unlock their channel. I feel like okay, maybe I would send a video, a walkthrough video about this. Maybe that would really be helpful than me just talking you through this process. But I did is very easy, especially if you are familiar with Discord. So it's very easy. So when you get access to the server, or to all channels within the server, you just have to go to the read the ambassador FAQ channel. So there you see instructions, you see requirements, you see parts on how to become an ambassador. So you have parts like community builder, you have parts like community influencer. So those parts have specific missions, so to say, that you have to accomplish for you to get into the program. So after selecting the parts, you have to complete your technical training. So after completing your technical training, you receive your contributor ID, which you would need to track your progress for the selected part, or yeah, for the selected part, for the part you've chosen. So after getting your contributor ID, you choose the parts you want to get. You want to yeah, you choose your part to get into the program, and then you start contributing. Yeah, you start your activity. You do whatever you are to do based on your your path of choice now to get into the program. So after that, you need to complete your technical training. So after completing your technical training, uh, at this point now, your technical training becomes important. Like it becomes a required step to advance. So after completing, you must complete your technical training before you get an invitation. So that is what I was trying to spot out there. So you really have to complete your technical training at this point, and then you get an invitation to join the student ambassadors program. So that's the whole process. You get a mail that comes with your onboarding and certificates and all of those other things. So that's quite a mouthful, but that's what the process is like. But don't worry, I'll get a walkthrough video that you can just follow. Yeah, that you can just follow for more interesting or maybe interactive follow through. So talking about milestones, yeah, there are three milestones in the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship program. So the first, oh sorry, this was a mistake. Alpha is gone, like Alpha is retired. So you have new, you have beta, and good. So initially, there used to be new, then from new you advance to alpha, and then from alpha you advance to beta, and from beta you advance to good. But like I said, alpha is retired, so now we have new, we have beta, and then good. So for you to advance from new, okay, when you get invited, yes, you get to the new, like you are in the new milestone. Then when you complete a learning path on Microsoft Learn within 60 days of you joining the program, then you get advanced to alpha technically, but now alpha is gone. So when you complete your learning parts, um you are technically still in new, because again there's no alpha anymore. Now from your new, now you need to advance to beta, and you can do that by hosting an event or participating in an AI project within your community to earn a beta badge. So that's how you get to beta within the program, and from beta you get to good by doing exploits, I should say. So good student ambassador who has gone high and above, as Microsoft will say, and then yeah, you get nominated to become a good student ambassador. All right, so what are the benefits? What are the benefits of being an ambassador? So when you join the program as new, again, Alpha is retired again. I'm so sorry, I did not notice this. So when you join the program, you have access to tools or resource like Microsoft 365. Uh, in case you do not know, that's that entails your office, your Teams, and those other packages. Microsoft Word, Excel. Sorry, I need to admit someone in. All right, so hopefully he's in. So when you get into the program, you get access to M365. Then when you get to beta now, you have access to a beta kit, a beta you can call it a beta kit or a swag box, which are contain kits like your certificates, flags, and some other items. Then you have access to Visual Studio Enterprise, containing um, containing stuff like Azure credits. Yeah, you have access to 150 US dollar Azure credit in Azure credit monthly. Then when you advance to gold, you have all of this previous stuff, plus you get a good swag box. You also get opportunity to be mentored, or yeah, you get opportunity to be mentored by Microsoft staff. You get opportunity to leadership programs within MLSA, and you get consideration for special events and activities. Yes, you could, go represent student ambassadors in physical events. So here are links to some articles that you could check out to explore more interesting things about who an ambassador is, or how to become an ambassador, or what the benefits are. All right, so that's technically all about MLSA, and this is the second half of the event. So we are talking, Akash campaign. So on this, in this second half, I would introduce Akash, I would introduce Akash Zealy, and would have a demo deployment. All right. So what is Akash? What is Akash Network, or Akash for short? Akash is an open network that facilitates the secure and efficient buying and selling of computing resources. Well, you could say, what is computing resource? Well, if you've heard about hosting, if you've heard about GPUs and all of those things, so those are computing resource. If you've heard about trying to run a machine learning model on the cloud, or trying to, run some AI related stuff on the cloud. So all of these things are done on the cloud, but they are technically cloud resources. So the options goes beyond that, but I feel like those are the major use case. Yeah, AI and ML, but it goes beyond that certainly. So Akash is built for public utility, and Akash is said to be a decentralized compute marketplace. Just like we have, okay, let's talk a bit about decentralization or decentralized. Um, Unlike the centralized system where things are regulated or censored, like you have to go through an authorized body to get access to these cloud computing resources. For example, Azure, right? Microsoft Azure, you have to create an account. Yeah, you have to create an account. They kind of know you, kind of, right? You have to do some profiling, KYC, right? The likes of Amazon, the likes of, sorry, yeah, Amazon, AWS, the likes of Google, is it Workspace now, or Google Collab? Yeah, I think, yeah, Google Collab. So all of these things are alternatives to, yeah, they are centralized cloud cloud computing marketplaces. But the idea, or what make Akash special or unique, is that Akash is decentralized, meaning that you really do not have to do um, any KYC. You don't really have to submit any identity, and you could just get access to these cloud computing resources, and yeah, you pay as you go, certainly. Yeah, so Akash is built for public, and it is fully open source. Yeah, I feel like another thing that makes Akash very strong is the fact that it is open source. So Akash is fully managed by the community, was built for the community and completely managed by the community. So it has an active community of contributors. Yeah, Akash has um, an active community of contributors. You could check out Akash GitHub repo. You could check out Akash Discord server. You could check out Akash X, and you would see that it has it has active members. So like I said, Akash is the world premium decentralized cloud or compute marketplace. It's just like you being in the market literally. You could go to the market and buy some stuff you need, say anything basically. But in talking about Akash now, your goal is to get cloud computing resources. So you can imagine Akash being a marketplace that you could go to and say, hey, I would like to have maybe 4 cores CPU power, or I would like to have 8 gig RAM of all of those things, and you could just get them. Um, you could just get them and use them on the cloud without having to worry about setup, without having to worry about maintenance or running these things. Yeah, so easily put, Akash lets users buy and sell computing resources securely and efficiently. Yeah, securely and efficiently. Emphasis on that. All right, so now that you know what Akash is, now let's talk about Akash Zealy, right? So Akash Zealy is a program run, yeah, obviously run by Akash, and the idea here is to is to get people familiar with Akash Network. So the goal is to introduce people to the network and hopefully have people stay on the network. So they designed Zealy in a should I say competition now, or you could say challenge, in a challenge in a fun way. So you could the goal is that you complete some tasks and you get rewarded for for completing those tasks. Obviously there is more to it. XP experience point is used. This means that if you complete let's say you complete task A, you get XP for completing that task, and if you complete B, you get more, and you keep piling XP, and your XP experience point will be converted to Akash token, which is Akash native token. So at the end of the challenge, at the end of the competition, um, at the end of the contribution, every you get rewarded based on the number of SP you were able to gather. And trust me, these tasks are very, very easy tasks. I mean, you do not have to be technical. You do not have to, you really do not have to be technical to complete these tasks. Don't worry, we'll go through one of those tasks right here on this call, so you'd see what I'm saying. All right, so the higher your position on the leaderboard, the greater your chance of winning significant prizes. Yeah, you heard right. So you are encouraged to participate in this program. It is currently running, so you can just check. I'll share link to that. I think I can just pull it up now, but hopefully before the end of the call, certainly before the end of the call, I'll drop the link in the chat so you can check it out. And of course, you need a wallet to be able to interact with Akash Network, because again, it is Web3, right? It is crypto, so you need a wallet. So this link, the link below, has the link would direct you to a doc page that would guide you on how to set up your wallet. You have several options. I think you have you have Kepler wallet, you have Cosmos, and you have Leap. So you could use anyone. I use Kepler, but it's just because you could use anyone you want to. The documentation is very straightforward and very easy, but if you have any issue, you could just reach out to me. I'll be I'll be glad to help. So just to emphasize, you need an Akash wallet to be able to interact, and because obviously during the okay, you will probably demo that, but the idea is during while registering for the competition, the challenge, Zealy, Akash Zealy, you'll be required to submit your AKT wallet, right? Because that's where you get your payment. So you really want to do that. All right. So moving forward, we have this. This was a screenshot of one of those tasks you would be required to complete. So this task says deploy on Akash console, and this is the task uh, I'll be demoing. So in few minutes, few seconds technically, I would stop sharing this screen and come up with another screen so you can follow through. All right guys, let's go into the deployment. So this is Akash console, and I'm right here in the deployment tab. So if you come to the Akash console, so right now I have requested, or I have trial funds. So this is another interesting thing with Akash, because um normally, like appropriately, when you want to deploy on Akash, you have to have AKT, right? Akash native token, to pay for the services you'll be using, the compute resources. So you have to have AKT, but in order to test things out and to carry out test deployments such as this, you can easily request for trial funds by clicking on this, and you get 10 US dollar, which you can use for demo deployment. All right, so now that we are funded, you can click on this deploy, but I would like to deploy from the template, so I can click on this template, and right here we find various things that we can just choose to deploy directly on Akash. So you literally don't have to be technical, you don't really have to write code, you don't need to know how to write codes. You could just select any of this sample or templates and deploy, and you'll be fine. So I would select the games category, just because I think a game will be fun to fun to deploy. So yeah, let's have this checked. All right, so in the games category we have several games that we can choose from. So I'm going to go ahead with Tetris. So let's go ahead to deploy this. So this is a JavaScript game. Again, I did not have to write the code, so I can just deploy from the template. So this is the YAML file. You do not have to edit this if you do not if you're not that technical. Like I said, you don't have to. You can just go ahead, click on create deployment. But if you do, then you can go ahead to edit this to your taste. So in this case, I'll just go ahead to click on create deployment, and we see the compute resources I'm using here. I'm using 1 core of CPU. I'm using 512 megabyte of RAM, and I'm using 512 megabyte of storage. So those are the compute facilities I'm using right now. And at this point, Akash is trying to look out providers, people who have these utilities or compute resources and are willing to hire it, like are willing to give it out for you to lease. So that's really what is happening now. And now we are waiting for bids. All of this happens automatically, which makes Akash super fast. Yeah, Akash is said to be the super cloud. So that's also not it's also worthy to state. So I guess my network is lagging, but this should not take so long. So what is happening here is trying to check bids, and after this is completed, we'll get offers, uh, probably several or just one, depending on depending on the providers that are available at the moment. So when we get a bid, you decide which deployment you want to deploy with, or that you want to go for, probably based on the amount they charge, or maybe based on the uptime. That is like how, on a scale of 1 to 100, how well is this provider known to be up, like having resources running. So right now we have a bid, and we just have one bid in this case, so it's not a problem. We will just go ahead with this bid. So this person is charging 1.39 US dollar per month. This person is based in Texas, US, and this person has 99.99% uptime, which is really good. This is the link to that provider. This person is audited, meaning that Akash has done some verification and this person is trusted. So we'll go ahead to select this bid and accept the bid. Alright, so we are creating a deployment at this point. We just have to wait for it to finish spinning. Alright, it's done. Our deployment is up. Might need few minutes or seconds to be up, to be running. Alright, so our deployment is active, and yeah, we are directed to the event, so we can check the log to see what has happened or what is happening, the current status of your deployment. But you could go to list, you could click on list or lists to get the link to your deployment. So right here is the link to your deployed app, in this case the Tetris game. So let's go ahead to see if that's working. Alright, so we could let's play. Alright, so the game is running. Alright, so this is the deployment. Wonderful, right? Okay, let's play for a while. I mean, what's the point of deploying without playing? Alright, so you get it. It's quite easy and interesting. So that's how to do it. Yeah, I guess I'm done now. So I'm just going to intentionally do this. Alright, so that was it. Deploying on Akash, deploying Tetris game on Akash, and that's it. So we head back to the link or to the list, and right here, if I choose to cancel my deployment, right, notice that I had 10 US dollar trial funds the other time, and now I have 5. Though that guy says he charges 1.39 US dollar per month, and this is not even a month, so why am I short of 5 US dollar? Well, what happened is that the moment you deploy on Akash, some of your funds is being transferred to an escrow account, an escrow wallet. So that is what is happening here. If you choose to cancel the deployment, then you get refunded, right? Is a way to keep both parties safe, right? So if I so you see, approximately, if we are paying for approximately 4 months. So but let's say interestingly, or maybe for whatever reasons, I don't want to keep this deployment running, so I can go ahead to say I want to close the deployment, right? And when I close the deployment is currently being closed. I'll just have to wait for it. All right, so the deployment is closed. You can see I have no active deployment, and you can see now I have my $10 trial funds back. So interesting, right? Imagine you're working, you're deploying with your fund. That is how safe it is. So you could cancel deployment. You could um redeploy when you choose to or you need to. And another interesting thing I should mention is that recently Akash launched payment with credit card, so you could literally pay with US dollar, or you could choose to connect to a wallet to make payment with your AKT. So whichever way you find easy or convenient, you are free to go ahead to do that. All right, so that was it. That was deploying um, a Tetris game on Akash console. And if I go back to this game and try to reload the page, right, we cancel the deployment, so hence the game or the app should not be running. So that is why we have that error. Yeah, thank you for joining.